Well, what qualities set you apart from other bartenders in the industry?
This is easy. It's called give a fuck.
Ha, that's a good
Give
one.
a fuck.
So I'm getting better every time we do this, I hope.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching today's episode of Main Street Mixology. This is my friend Chris Jenkins, a very talented bartender in Phoenix, Arizona. I was going to say, can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're working at?
Yeah, so my name's Christian. I am working at Marisco Boys. I like football, I like beer, I like beef jerky. Just normal, everyday dude, brother. Just slinging drinks.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Wow, okay, you don't look like it.
Appreciate you.
So tell us about Marisco Boys. Like, what's the vibe, all that? I'm going to come in there soon, I promise.
Yeah. So Marisco Boys, we are elevated Mariscos. A majority of our cooks, they're from Sinaloa, but we're not gonna claim, Sinaloa like Mariscos. Like you gotta think Mariscos is a lot like how like Southerners treat their barbecue. You know what I mean? It's a style of Mexican seafood to where the region where it comes from, like all of that matters. So we are elevated Mariscos. We don't want to claim any sort of like territory. Like we are just trying to do the best seafood possible in the way that our heritage lets us do it.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I think people appreciate that if they understand culture.
Yeah.
Because then they be like, oh, okay, you're from this part of Mexico, this is how you do it. Oh,
Yeah.
You're from the north part, this is how you do it. Like, I get it. Some people are like, why isn't my black beans this way? Or, and it's like,
Facts,
that's
yeah.
tough to happen, but.
No, I mean it's you're educating people at the same time. You know what I mean? Like they're just like, hey, why are the bones in the fish? You know what I mean? Like, or hey,
yes.
like why is this way or whatever? And we're like, this is the style. This is Mariscos. So you're educating people. At the same time, you're giving them an awesome experience. So it's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
So in what ways does Marisco Boys contribute to the neighborhood or the community you're in?
Besides giving awesome food, besides giving awesome service, Marisco Boys is open late night, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays until 2 a.m. We do our late night menu. So say for example you're coming from like a big event, or you just got out of work and you're just like, hey, like dude, I need a taco, I need a good cocktail, I need a good environment. Our restaurant is open till 2 a.m. Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays.
So you're contributing to that late night food
Yeah,
trip.
I mean, because especially like downtown Phoenix, like where else do you have to go to where you can also get food and drink?
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of clubs, there's a bunch of like bars, whatever. Like you can always get a drink anywhere, but where can you get food? And other than Cornish pasty, there's really nowhere to eat after 10 p.m.
How close are you to Cornish pasty?
A little bit of ways. I want to say like it's like a 7-minute like Uber drive.
Okay.
So we're a little bit of ways from them because they're like at the heart of downtown. We're like midtown, downtown. We're still like very very close to like Roosevelt Row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've eaten at Dahlia Tapas while it was like getting built. The Marisco Boys. Have you been there? Oh, dude, really
Slaps.
good. Yeah. They got two really talented chefs. I really can't remember their names right now, but they're fantastic. And yeah, I think that you guys could actually probably make a really tight community if you guys work together.
No, we're always down with the collab. We're like we wanna cross-pollinate business because your customers could be my customers could be your customers. Like you know what I mean? Like there's enough wealth to go around. So
Absolutely, that's what Mesa's good for.
yeah, I feel that.
So, do you live in Phoenix?
I live in Phoenix. I live in downtown Phoenix. I live, again, 7 minutes away from my bar. I used to say famously, I would walk to work, walk to another bar, and then stumble home. That was my little triangle that I would do every day.
Exercise.
Yeah.
All right, well, this next question could take a while, but I would like if you could explain your bartending history, like how you got into bartending. What's your story?
How much time you got? I'm kidding. Okay, so I want to say Everything started at ASU. So I went to ASU. I really got started in the nightlife industry as a party promoter. So, and I'm really about to date myself here. I promoted at clubs called Afterlife, at Mist, at School of Rock, aka Cherry Lounge. So I got into nightlife through promoting parties. And again, like when I'm, you know, I really don't like to talk about myself that much, but when I introduce myself, I say, hey, I throw parties for a living, because that's what bartending is. Like I throw parties for a living. You know what I mean? So I started out at ASU promoting parties, and then
How old were you?
18. Just because it was like I was promoting for a bunch of like 18 plus clubs. Okay. You know what I mean? So I wanted the segue, because I wanted to be that dude. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be like, hey, like if there's a spot that's popping, Christian knows about it. If there's an event that's popping, Christian knows about it. If there's something to do that I want to do, let me go talk to Christian, because he's gonna know everybody that's in that realm. You feel me? So I'm 18. I'm asking people for their emails. I'm using any excuse to talk to like pretty girls at ASU. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, hey, like I got an event, come through, blah 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 blah. So I started promoting, and then 2 years later, kind of ran out of money to keep going to ASU. ASU is a very expensive school. I have no idea why, but it is dumb expensive. So I ran out of money, couldn't keep going anymore, and I got a gig picking up tables over at Fez. So I started serving tables at Fez, and then from Fez, I got promoted to bartending, and then I bartended at Fez for probably, I want to say, a little over 4 years. And then I helped open a hotel called The Foundry. I worked at The Foundry for a little bit, and then I moved on to Sosiba. I ran Sosiba. Sosiba was my first leadership position in the restaurant industry. I was the unofficial bar manager. Like I was in charge of running the bar. I was in charge of ordering it. I just kind of wasn't getting paid for it. Which, you know,
We've all been there.
We've all been there. So I ran Sosiba for 3.
You started as a bartender at Sosiba?
I started as a bartender, but I was only a bartender for like a week before I kind of got thrusted into running the bar program, because the general manager, he loved me. His name is Noah. He's the homie. He heard me talk to guests. He knew that I was passionate about it, whatever, and he was just like, hey, like you're gonna start running the bar program. You're gonna start ordering. You're gonna start doing this. And so I tried to just learn everything that I could from him. And I, like a fish to water, I just took to it. You know what I mean? Like it's just something that I fuck with heavy. So I ran that program for 3 years. After Sosiba, I started cooking. I started cooking at Cornish Pasty. So I was a prep cook at Cornish Pasty, and also while I was doing that, I was bartending at a bar called Dressing Room, which Dressing Room isn't there anymore, but
That was on Roosevelt Row?
Yeah. So, you know, you can kind of see my bubble. Like that's just kind of my hood that I've been in. But after working at Pasty and Dressing Room, I eventually got my calling to work at Undertow. Undertow was so lit. I thought I was a bartender until I was surrounded by real bartenders.
Fair.
It was such a humbling experience to go work for Jason Asher and work under Mitch and Libby, just all of those homies over there. Like I thought I was the shit until I was around people who were actually the shit, and I was just like, oh shit, I don't know anything, dude.
When
like,
was this? How long ago?
This was 2020.
2020,
Like
okay.
right before COVID.
Got it.
Right before COVID is when I'm hanging out with like just like the like the big timers, dude.
Yeah, the guys that really care about what they're
Yeah, like I'm hanging out with like the big timers and like seeing how they do things and how they have everything down to a science. And I'm just learning and observing and seeing how seeing what they're doing. And again, I thought I was a bartender until I was surrounded by real bartenders. Again, it's a very humbling experience. So, anyways, after Undertow. Where did I land? Oh, I got called back to Foundry, and they were like, hey, we want you to run the bar program. I was like, hell yeah, dude, say less. So I ran the Foundry program, the bar program, for about 3 years, during which I was named Jack Daniel's Phoenix Culture Shaker, which was lit.
Which is like an award that Jack Daniels gives out?
Yeah, to premier bartenders that they're looking at different cities.
How'd you get that?
I got it by being reliable.
Okay.
I got that project by being, so I worked with one of the district managers of Jack Daniels, because we had also worked on a different project during COVID. And so he recommended me for the position. It was just like, yeah, like if you want it, like it's yours, because I saw the work that you do. I saw that you're competent, you're capable, and you're consistent. And so he was like, all I had to do was walk through the door, just like, yeah, like it's yours. So I want to say, like, that opportunity came to me because of the teachings that I got from my past experiences. Because, I wouldn't have got that had I not worked for Mr. Asher. I would not have got that if I hadn't worked at Sosiba.
Definitely. The ladder to your success.
Yeah, absolutely. And it compounds. Like the knowledge that you get in this industry and the work that you do, it follows you and it compounds and it just layers on top of each other. So I landed as the Phoenix Culture Shaker while I was working at the Foundry. I left the Foundry to go work at a startup called the X in Phoenix, which was
a hotel.
So the X is it's actually it's an apartment complex.
Oh. Okay.
So I was running their bar programs. I started out at the pool, and eventually they wanted me to run the restaurant that they were building at the time, which it never came to fruition. But it was fancy. Imagine if Google owned a apartment complex and they were like, hey, we're also putting a restaurant in here, you're gonna run it. Yeah. Like, that's what it felt like. It was fancy, it was nice. They have the biggest rooftop hot tub in Arizona.
Wow.
They have the second biggest rooftop pool in Arizona. So that was cool. After the X, I got hired at the Palomar to be the beverage director there. I was running their rooftop bar, Eden. I was running Blue Hound, and I was also doing the purchasing and the staffing for all of their banquet events. So that was cool. I was working a lot, worked my dick off, but very rewarding. Learned a lot. Just learned, how to run programs better, efficiently, learned how to manage people in a corporate environment, that type deal.
Is that when what year was that? Was that when you won Slinger?
Yes. I think I won Slinger 2024.
Oh, okay, so it was,
yeah.
last year.
So, it was either 24.
That was cool.
Yeah. It's really cool. I still almost can't believe that I won Slinger. Like, it still doesn't feel real.
Who were the judges? Do you remember?
It was Kate, the Alchemist bartender. Kate, she won Drink Masters. It was her.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It was. I want to say it was one of my frat brothers, and I can't remember his name. I think his name's Nate. He's a rep for Hendrick's Gin, and then it was she's a restaurateur, and I wanted to say her name is Jan. She was one of the judges too. and they all had some excellent feedback for me during the competition. They were all very supportive, and I see them out and about all the time because, like, that's another thing in this industry. Like, you see the same faces everywhere you go, especially if you like take it seriously. You're gonna see the same people over and over again. So, you know, the world is small. Don't burn bridges.
Right. It's harder said than done.
Right.
Or it's easier said than done.
Easier said than done. And so after the Palomar, I landed at Social Hall. I was running the program at Social Hall for probably 8 months, and now I'm in my current position at Marisco Boys.
Hell yeah.
So that's my bartender.
That's a lot of bartending experience.
Yeah.
And you learn something along the way. But I mean, you have a lot. You started at 18, so to have that many jobs, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
People shouldn't be worried like, dude, this guy had 20 jobs. Like, yeah, you fucking started 15 years ago. So.
I mean.
Or more.
You know,
16
like.
years ago.
And at every job that I get to, at every job that I'm at, the goal is to leave the place better than when I found it.
Definitely.
Like that's like, hey, I come into a role, you know, especially at a spot like Undertow. Like, there's probably not much that I can teach Undertow. You know what I mean? Like, they already have a set program, but at the very least, I can leave it better than when I found it. So even if a cup is like right here, I put it right here where it goes. I make sure everything's straight. I make sure everything's clean. I make sure the guests are having a good time. I make sure that they're in the black. Like, at the end of the day, I left it better than when I found it. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great mission or goal.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. I think if every one of my bartenders said that, I would be happy to help them start their own restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's my goal, is to see the people that I have do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. And if I can help them along the way, then I feel like I contributed to that success.
Hell yeah.
All right, so here's one. What's next for you? What's in your future professionally?
That's a good question. So, I mean, right now it's making my current project the most successful it possibly can be. So, say that I'm there for 5 years, what would be next? Consulting, more or less. Like, this is a craft to me, and so, you know, if you treat your work as a craft, it's not really work. Like, a craftsman doesn't go to work. A craftsman has a dialogue with their art every day.
I like that.
Yeah, so it doesn't really feel like a job because, again, I throw parties for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I make sure people are having fun. I pour liquid in a cup and then I go home. So it's like, it's one of those, it's like the funnest job in the world where
Best job ever.
It's the best job ever. It doesn't feel like work, and I get to meet cool people. I get to hang out. I get to eat food. They feed me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm eating high quality food every day.
I love that.
So, what would be next? Like, I really like what I'm already doing.
Then there you go.
So I guess what would be next would be to get better at what I'm already doing. That's what I mean by craft. So to get better at my craft, it looks like maybe I'm consulting. Maybe I'm helping opening up another restaurant. Maybe I'm, I shy away to think about opening my own spot because for a restaurant, the most important puzzle piece, I think, to this type of business is the staff.
Oh yeah.
It's the staff, and not all staff is created equal. You're not always gonna get those people who give a fuck about what they're doing. You're not always gonna get those people who are, you know, willing to go that extra mile, which is, you know, somewhat understandable, but you got to make them want to. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say, as far as what's next for me, keep doing what you're doing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So staff scares you away from maybe opening your own restaurant?
It doesn't scare me away. It doesn't scare me away. It makes me hesitant to just jump in, you know, head first into a project, because I want to know who's in charge, who's running it, you know what I mean? Do they care? Are they in a good headspace? You know what I mean? Like, life happens. You know, you could hire like the best chef, you could hire like the best bar manager, you could hire the best team, but then, you know, like, maybe there's a death in the family, and then, you know, their entire world just starts spiraling, and you're like, hey man, I put in a lot of money into you.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from, but I need to know if you can do this or not.
Yeah.
Where, you know, I've been in that position, I can do it. You know, I've had to like thug it out when there's a death in the family, and you still got to show up to work tomorrow, because, you know, the people sitting at your bar, like, they don't really care if you're going through something. You know, they're there for an experience. Can you do it or not? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think as far as like the younger cats that are coming up behind us, we really need to bring the phrase back into our lexicon. What do I pay you for? Like, that needs to be a thing. Like, you know, I was just like, hey, like, I know you're going through some stuff. I know you have, you know, a rough patch ahead of you, but this is what you're paid to do. Can you do it or not?
Yeah.
Type shit. So.
And that's always the hardest part about being the boss or the manager, is that friendship boundary, because you're a good guy and you want people to have their days off. You want this for them.
Yeah.
And then they start to take advantage, and you're like, oh man, now you're taking advantage of me. You know, I get it.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I mean, we gotta be coworkers first, and then homies second.
Yeah, I know.
So,
it's tough,
type shit.
Especially for me, bro. I love being friends with everybody. So
yeah.
That's been a big challenge for myself, anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so here's one for you. This brings my next question. If you could open your own dream bar or restaurant, what would it be?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this a lot. It wouldn't be bar, it would be bars, it'd be plural.
Okay.
It would be, I love what they're doing in Scottsdale right now. Scottsdale's really taken hold of the craft style, because, you know, Scottsdale used to be more of just nightclub, just fucking adios motherfuckers, long island iced teas, whatever. But
$14 Jamesons.
exactly,
I understand. Yeah.
Fucking, there's a $14 Stella. You're paying for a 12-ounce Stella. You're paying $14. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. But anyways, so Scottsdale's got a big band bar. I think it's called Tell Your Friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I want one.
Okay.
I want a big band bar. I want a franchise. I want Gus's Chicken. I want one of those. I want a dive bar. I want I want a bar just for my fraternity brothers or whatever, like a grown, sexy, like fucking martini bar. You know what I mean? Like I don't want just one bar, because I go to different bars for different reasons. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
you should take a big fucking warehouse
and put them all together.
Yeah, just jam them all in there.
Work.
I don't know. Or you know what you do is you let everyone on the outside of it sell their things, and you just own the bar.
Right.
So you make all the money and let them fucking do this and do that. You know what I mean?
If money were no object, yeah, that's exactly what I would do. But
your dream bar. So.
Dream bar. Like I said, I don't know if I would do one. I think I would settle into the consulting part.
Okay.
I would settle into the consulting part, and because I want it down to a science. I want it to where I can tell people, this is what you do in this situation, and then I want it to work, because I've seen it work so many times. Like, it's a science. And that's not saying that I can't do it for myself and be like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna pony up the money for everything and I'm gonna see it work out. It's just I'm just not in the headspace that I'm in right now. Just owning a bar doesn't really seem terribly appealing to me. Just there's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of overhead. There's a lot of there's a lot going on, and I think your success is going to a majority depend on your staff. If you're one of those bars that your staff has a consistent turnover rate where there's somebody new in the bar all the fucking time, I'm not sure if you're, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if you're that cool bar to be at. Like, part of the appeal of a bar is you see the same people over and over
Yeah.
again. You know what I mean?
Neighborhood
it's,
feel.
Yeah, it's that neighborhood feel. It's a comfortability. It's going in the bar and just be like, hey, like, you know, what's up, Trey? Blah blah blah. And he already has your Guinness in front of you and a shot of Montenegro. You know what I mean? Like that's why I come here. That's why I'm fucking leaving a $40 tip, fucking, even though my bill is $5.
Yeah.
Type shit.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right, well, here's the next question. Who in this industry has inspired you or been a mentor to you?
I've had so many.
I bet. And you could say one, or you could say 50.
How much time you got?
We have 35 minutes left.
Okay, so Chris Ganung, Mitch Lyons, Libby Lingua, Jason Asher, Keely Asher, Kirk Lubbs, Tim Lott, Michelle. There's just so many people that I've learned different things from. Like even not in the bar industry. I would say like my fraternity brothers. Like my fraternity brothers have taught me a lot about business, like indirectly. Like not just giving me life advice that just translated over into business, into leadership that I try to promote to my staff. Like I wish I did have like one person to where I could say like that's my mentor, that they taught me everything that I know. They always look out for me, but it's never been that formal, which I wish it was. I wish it was a very formal, like, hey, like I'm taking you under my wing. You're gonna do everything that I'm gonna teach you how to do, and you're gonna profit from it, and I'm gonna profit from it because I taught you how to do it. I wish it was that formal, but it's kind of not. You pull knowledge from the people that you're around, and those have been the people that I've been around, and they've helped me in my development.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Very embarrassing. I wanted to be a DJ.
That's not embarrassing. They make tons of money.
True, but true.
And they
but
do what they love.
True.
9 times out of 10.
So, like in 6th, 7th grade, I was that kid that always got invited to parties because I had the music. So I had binders of like CDs, and I would go in and I would play all the music. So
That's awesome.
I thought that was my calling, and I wanted to be a DJ. And then my parents, like, if they heard that, they're just like, well, blah, blah, blah. And then I also said to them, because I remember being in the car ride when we were talking about this, I was like, hey, I want to be a bartender. And they were like, absolutely not. They were like, bartenders are alcoholics and blah, blah, blah.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they had such an issue with me bartending. And lo and behold, I started bartending, and then, you know, they saw my apartment, and they're like, oh, okay, you're doing okay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they changed their mind on that part. But when I was getting my degree, I went to ASU and I studied business tourism. The goal was to be an activities director. So I wanted to be an activities director for like a big company. So, you know, I had a family friend, their dad, they worked at Cupertino. They worked in they were high up in one of the Apple laboratories. So I was like, hey, like, you know, if I wanted to be an activities director for Apple, how would I go about doing that? And he kind of just chuckled, and just like, get the degree and we'll talk. I ran out of money, could not afford to keep doing my education. So I never got the degree so that we could talk, so I could become that activities director, but I still landed in the industry that I wanted to be in.
Yeah, hospitality. DJ's
Hospitality,
still hospitality.
right. DJ's hospitality, bartender's hospitality. My official title on my LinkedIn is beverage director. Like, I was a beverage director at the Palomar. So in a sense, like, I'm in the industry that I want to be in.
That's good.
Yeah, but
Doing what you love. Don't work a day in your life.
right? But yeah, no, I think if you ask the younger me, depending on which me you're talking to, young me in 6th grade, I wanted to be a DJ.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day you still can be. Or you
I,
gave that dream up.
I'm really not that musically talented.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't put in the effort to learn music that way, to be
fair.
actually good at it, so.
All right. Well, what qualities set you apart from other bartenders in the industry?
This is easy. It's called give a fuck.
Ha, that's a good
Give
one.
a fuck. Now, as far as the other bartenders in the industry, you're going to come across a lot of bartenders who actually put in time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into their craft. You're gonna find those people. They're not hard to find, but a majority. If I'm thinking about a majority of people that you're just going to interview, you look at their resume, and then you actually put them behind a bar. What's gonna lack is that care. I had two girls that were working for me at the Palomar, and they got offered another job at a restaurant that we were having our Christmas party at. So this other restaurant potentially poached two of my bartenders. They went to go work there for, I want to say, probably 3 days. And they were like, oh, okay, cool, here's your side work. Like, you got to go clean the bathrooms. They looked at them weird. They're just like, nah, like, we just make drinks. Like, we don't clean bathrooms. And I'm just like, that's how good they got it. You know what I mean? Like, they we built a program around them to where they only had to focus on drinks. But for some people, like, the grass is always greener on the other side. So they like, hey, we're gonna leave. We're gonna go to New Year's. Oh, they're actually gonna make us work. They're actually gonna make us do other stuff that instead of focusing on making drinks. No, we're not about that life. We're gonna come back, type shit. So.
Did you let him come back?
I mean, they never really officially quit.
Oh, okay.
So they never really officially quit. They were kind of double dipping, and so they just killed off that opportunity to work at that other restaurant, which it was hilarious. I hope they're watching. It was hilarious, but no, if I'm gonna say something that separates me from other bartenders, there's just not, you're not gonna come across a whole lot of people who are gonna put in blood, sweat, and tears into everything that they do. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm always gonna try to do my best at it. Like I say famously to my staff at Marisco boys, like, if you're on my team, you're going to win. You don't have a choice. Like, when I play every game like it's the fucking Super Bowl. Like, we are winning. If you're here, you don't have a choice. Like,
I think that's a part of the reason you won Slinger. You go into it like a lion instead of I'm here for Slinger.
I'm here for the vibes. No, I
like,
appreciate
I'm
you.
going to win.
I mean, that wasn't that wasn't my mindset during Slinger. It was like I was going to win. It was, I'm going to do my absolute best.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot. Like, when you're doing like world class, when you're doing Slinger, when you're doing any of these bartender competitions, like, the idea is that you're around like-minded people and you're going to learn something. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, you're like, you're in the room, you're amongst high-profile individuals. The goal is to come out better than when you entered. That's the goal. So if you win, that's dope. If you don't win, that's also dope. They gave me free alcohol. I'm around freaking a bunch of attractive people. There's job opportunities possibly in the works. Again, you're around a bunch of people who give a fuck about the craft. So the goal is just to be there. Like, if you win, hell yeah, dude. Like, fucking, you got bragging rights. Like, you know what I mean? You got other job opportunities, whatever. That's also cool. But the best thing about being at Slinger was being at Slinger.
Yeah.
Type shit. That's
cool.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. What advice would you give to someone that's trying to become a bartender?
Be a good server first.
Fair.
I come across a lot of bartenders. They start out as servers, and then their whole goal is just to get behind the bar so that they don't have to serve anymore. And I don't like that. I like, when you're a server, you're taking, 16 tops, 8 tops, 4 tops, blah, blah, blah. As a bartender, you're still taking tables. There's 1 top, 2 top, 3 tops. You know what I mean? So the goal is to make sure that person wants to come back to your bar. And I think when a bartender, they finally like, hey, they work their ass off, blah, blah, blah. They become a bartender, and then they just be like, oh, like I'm above I'm above that now. I'm above going to a table. I'm above talking to a table. I'm above making sure this person is having an awesome time. Like, the amount of times I have to yell at staff for not saying please and thank you and just having basic manners is just fucking annoying. It's so annoying to me. So anybody who wants, if you want to work for me and you want to be a bartender, but you suck as a server, you're not getting a job. So be a good server first. Learn how to talk to people, learn how to make sure they're having a good time. You know, I'll see bartenders and they'll walk by a table that has an empty glass, and obviously the guy's like trying to look for their waiter and just be like, hey, like, can I get another beer? And they'll just walk by, and instead of just saying, hey man, you need another beer? Yeah, I got you, bro, here you go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, in order to be a good bartender, be a good server, learn as much as you can, and have fun. Like, if you're not having fun behind the bar, you're doing something wrong.
Good point.
If you're dreading going into work, you're doing something wrong. And it pains me to say, because, you know, sometimes I'll have people work for me and they'll just be having a shit time, and then, you know, I have to be that creepy guy to be like, hey, you need to smile more. You know what I mean? Like, I know women hate hearing that and be like, hey, smile. But dude, just look like you're having fun. If you're not, like, nobody's asking you to be here.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to be here, don't. Like, somebody else does.
Yeah.
Somebody else wants your position.
Absolutely.
So fucking, you know, learn to smile or make room for somebody who will.
Good point.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink to make? That's a shitty question.
Okay. My favorite drink to make is any drink that's gonna make somebody whip out their phone.
That's a fucking good answer.
Any drink that, cause you know, when people whip out their phone to like take a video, that's number one, it's free advertisement. It's free advertisement for you, for your bar, for everything that you're doing. So I want to make a drink that's gonna make you think like, oh shit, dude, like, to all my friends, look at where I'm at, look at what I'm doing, look at, like, you wish you were here, type shit. So if it's a drink that I light on fire, if it's an egg white cocktail, if it's just a simple fucking just well done highball to where people are just so impressed with the service, they're just like, hey, I got this, I got this, I got this. If it's an espresso martini where I really put some blood, sweat, and tears into it, that's my favorite drink.
I love that.
Yeah.
You would fit in well here then.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
So, but that's a good answer. You know, not a lot of people will answer it with the customer in mind. They say what they like to make. And it's like, hang on, the customer is the one here that we're trying to make. And especially if you can get someone to pull out their phone, like you said, free advertising, I think it's the best form of free advertising, because it's a friend that they actually know. And you're like, oh, you've actually been there? Like, your phone actually saw that? Instead of just us putting up some fancy ad that's flashy and really well done. They're like, oh shit, that's possible? You know what I mean? That's what I like too.
And they tag you, they tag the restaurant, like, like, there's just no downside.
What's the biggest tip you ever got, and do you remember it? Like, do you remember the situation and the scenario you were in?
Well, I've seen my servers get really big tips, so just...
Oh, you guys pool a lot, right?
Well, no. Like, this is when I was managing.
No, I'm talking about you personally.
Me personally.
If you can remember. If it's a personal question, that's fine too.
No, I mean, there's just nothing fancy. Just,
oh, really? I've got $1,000 tip once.
Yeah, I've never gotten $1,000.
Really? I had to share it with the other bar staff. I didn't mind.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was in intentions of my success and all that. So.
No, I've never gotten tipped that much. I want to say maybe $100.
Really?
Yeah.
I try to get $100 out of everyone if I can.
I mean, that's the goal, right? Like, that's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
But no, I've seen other people get crazy tips. I've never gotten a crazy tip.
Oh wow. That's hard to believe, because your charisma and just like I think you're underpaid, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's mostly I'm managing, I'm leading the scene. So like I've seen a server that worked for me. She got a fucking $1,600 tip.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so I've seen it before, but it never happened to me.
Fair.
Yeah.
What defines success to you in this industry? Is it owning a restaurant, or is it being the part of a super class team? Like, what is it that makes, what do you think success is?
That is a good question. So I will look at other restaurants as inspiration, and I'll see them at, you know, the Tales of Spirit Awards. I'll see them at you know, events, and they're helping other bars, you know, do their program. And I think to myself, there's no reason why I can't be doing the same thing. So, you know, I'll look at big name bars, Death and Co., Highball, Three Dots and a Dash, Employees Only, Century Grand,
Little Rituals. A lot
Little
of these guys
Rituals,
are doing-
just winning award after award after award. That's success. They're consistently doing it. They're consistently the top
really good answer.
hotel bar. That's success. Hopefully I'll be there one day, because that's where I want to be. And again, like I tell my staff, there's no reason why we shouldn't be in the same category. We got trained by the same people. Like, our standards are the same, but they're doing something that we're not doing. We just got to figure it out, and let's do it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So if you could share one drink with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you serve them? That's a hard question too.
I don't know. There's so many people. Alexander the Great, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Fucking Winston Churchill. I mean, I know he probably didn't drink. Muhammad Ali. Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna choose Alexander the Great.
Okay.
And I think we'd probably be drinking wine.
There you go.
You know,
Or mead.
wine or mead, yeah. But you know, so like, you know, he Alexander the Great ventured into India. Like, India's got some good fucking whiskey. You know what I mean?
Really?
If I
I didn't
introduced Alexander the Great to some Indian fucking whiskey or whatever, I think that'd blow his brain out. You know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, wow, like fucking, this was worth the fucking conquering. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's cool though. No one said that answer yet. You know.
Yeah, I want to learn something, and you
Cool.
know, such a charismatic leader who like led Ragnar Lothbrok. I don't know. Fucking, this is my.
know who that is.
He's a famous Viking leader.
Oh, okay,
That's where
okay.
my haircut's inspired. I got the fucking
Really?
the mohawk dreaded with the sides taken down or whatever. Ragnar Lothbrok. But a great leader. You're tasking a bunch of fucking random people to do one task. I want to know how you did it.
Yeah.
I want to know, how did you inspire that
That's a
many
good
people?
point.
How'd you get to where you wanted to go? Yeah.
That's cool. That's a great answer. All right, these next questions are about Arizona specifically. I'm trying to like incorporate, you know, local stuff and all that.
Heard that?
How has the Arizona bartending community supported you? And it sounds like we already know, but I mean, I just want to know, is there something that stands out to you that you can't thank the community enough for?
I can't thank the people who gave me opportunities enough. You know, there are people who, like, we've had our differences before in the past, but you know, when I think about it, like, they gave me a chance. They gave me a chance to run their program. They gave me a chance to, like, hey man, like, as long as it makes money, do whatever you want to do.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's a good
like the people at Arizona Bartenders Guild, the Arizona Bartender Coalition.
Oh yeah, that's brand new. Yeah.
Yeah. Brand's making new.
Frank Lloyd, right? Who? I mean,
yes,
not
sir.
Lloyd, right?
My boy Frank,
Yeah.
my boy Steve, my boy
That's
Mike,
awesome,
Mike
bro.
Lopez. Yeah, I mean, just them considering me to work on a project with them. You know, you just invited me on your show. Like,
Thank you, bro.
yeah,
Thanks
like,
for coming.
This is such a close knit community where we're all trying to build off of each other. We're all trying to make sure everybody's good and everybody's winning. Like, the culture in downtown Phoenix, which I think is starting to spill over into Scottsdale, it's very unique here. It's very unique, and then you guys are building it in Mesa too. Like, a bunch of downtown bartenders, you know, are working in Mesa, and they're building the culture here. I'm starting to see competitions pop up. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I think the biggest the biggest difference between, you know, our community and like, say if you're just like a random bartender in, I don't know, Des Moines, Idaho, you know what I mean? Like we actually move steps to be like, hey, like how do we get better together as a collective? So that's how I like just creating an environment to where people want to get better is how they've helped me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah.
So. All right, where do you see Arizona's cocktail scene headed in the next 5 years?
I definitely want it to be on par with Tails. I want it to be on par with Louisiana because.
Have you been to Tails?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've been to Tails twice. I love it. Everybody's just so nice, so down to earth. Just like you can walk into any bar and you can make a friend.
That's awesome.
Like it's not hard, and that's how it should be. I hear a lot of times from out of towners that Arizona's extremely friendly, which it should be. And you should be able to walk into a bar, have a beer, strike up a conversation with your neighbor. Hey man, like cheers, like you know what I mean? Another day in paradise, type shit. So I would hope that we are growing towards the level of Louisiana, of Miami, of New York. Like Arizona, the Phoenix bar scene, just Mesa, Scottsdale, it should be on the map.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we're all working together in that, especially Mesa. Like I've watched it the past 5 years I've been here. Really like try together and work as a team to make steps to make Mesa more of a destination for people to come to.
Yeah.
So it's happening. Phoenix is already there. So you guys are already just contributing to what's already moving. Mesa is like in its uprising right now.
Absolutely. And there's cool shit here. Like,
hell yeah.
like I saw a show. I've been to 12 West. Your beautiful bar here at the Guadalupe is fucking like there's stuff here, and it feels like there's nothing in Mesa, but not like you just haven't been. Like let me take you out, dude. Like I'm gonna show you all the cool shit. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. All right. What's one thing Arizona does right when it comes to hospitality?
I mean, I'm not sure if it's. I mean, it is a thing. As far as what we do right is our weather. Our weather is so consistent. It's so mild. Like every day you can go out. Whereas sometimes when it's like pouring rain or snow or cold, you're just like, nah, I'm gonna be laid up in the house all day.
I like that. Yeah.
But it's our weather.
It's sunny out.
It's sunny. People have a good disposition most of the time. So maybe I should rephrase it. A thing that Arizona does well as far as hospitality. Another thing, our women, gorgeous. There's a lot of pretty girls here in Arizona. Whereas, when you go to other states, you realize how spoiled we are.
Oh, we are.
The weather, the women, the food. The food in Arizona is fucking amazing. I'm from California. And Northern California, most of the restaurants, it's mostly chains. It's really hard to find a successful mom and pop that like branched out into other areas. So the food in Arizona is good. The weather in Arizona is good. The people are attractive. Yeah, that's what I would say that we're doing well.
Love it.
Yeah.
Here's one that I added in today, because I don't know, I think about this a lot, being in a desert. How can bars and restaurants be better about water conservation in Phoenix, Arizona, or Mesa, in Arizona, let's say? Because I see it ourselves. If I see a sink running, I'm like,
Yeah, and some people don't even realize that they're doing it. Like they'll leave a sink running because they're like, I'm waiting for it to warm up so I can burn the ice.
Yeah.
Water conservation should be a thing that should be on everybody's mind. I think we just need to bring it to the forefront of people who are thinking about it. So just telling people, stop wasting water. Don't let the water run. I think that was a song on Barney when I was growing up. You know what I mean? I never let the water run.
You remember that, it's stuck in your brain.
It's just drilled in my shit. So yeah, as far as water conservation, because we use water for everything. We use it to clean. We use it to, for friggin'
Drink.
burn our ice, drink, blah, blah, blah. We use it to make alcohol. We use it for so many things.
It's
Man.
a tough question.
Maybe if we put like the rain collection barrels out front of
right.
every fucking restaurant, you know what I mean? Like let's collect rainwater because in Arizona it rains for like 30 minutes and then it's off. So it's
know,
like a
right?
heavy downpour and then it fucking just never happens.
Then
So.
9 months of drought.
Yeah, exactly. So fucking, I don't know. Yeah, we put one of those in every restaurant. Collect all the rainwater, filter it, fucking use that for cleaning dishes and shit, whatever, and put it back in the system. That would.
That's a step.
Yeah.
That's a good step at least.
Yeah.
All right. This part is your favorites. So your favorite restaurant, and it could be it doesn't even have to be in Arizona, but your favorite restaurant, your go-to restaurant.
My favorite restaurant, probably the Parlor.
The Parlor?
The Parlor Arizona Pizza, Parlor Pizza.
Okay. Where's it at?
Fucking slaps. It's on Camelback. It's on Camelback. It's kind of next to the Biltmore.
Okay.
I forget. Like I want to say like Camelback and like 24th or something like that. The pizza top tier. The drinks top tier. The bartenders all nice, fucking awesome people. I think they cure their own beets there. They have like a little curing section that you can look at behind the bar.
That's cool.
Yeah.
For like the pepperonis and stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, yeah, you get the house pizza, you add pepperoni to that shit. Just every time I'm in there, I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what kind of day I'm having, I'm at the Parlor. It's good.
Love it.
Automatically. Yeah.
I forgot to talk about this earlier, but I wanted to tell you, I love your Instagram video where you're smoking the cigar in the competition.
I'm dead.
Bro, that was fire. I can't lie.
I still lost that competition.
Who
But
cares? You won with that.
I'm
You
dead.
won with that.
Yeah, because it was a competition. The theme was smoked. Like you have to do something smoked. So I smoked my olives while I was smoking the cigar.
Hey, I'm fine.
Yeah, just.
I wish I could do that, you know?
No, this shit was lit.
I'd be smoking a blunt though, if I could.
I mean, I don't know if they would. They probably would have cared because the owners were sitting right there.
Yeah,
Like, I was making drinks for the owners of the bar. But
Sweet.
yeah, they probably would have been like, yeah, like fucking.
Well, that was
You
my
better pass
favorite.
that shit type.
That was my favorite reel you had.
Yeah.
I like that one. All right, your favorite Arizona sports team?
Probably.
I know you're from California, so.
Yeah. Probably the Diamondbacks. I've been to a bunch of games. I've stayed in the suites. Like, and it's a consistent ball team. It's a consistent ball team. The suites are awesome. Yeah.
They were just in the
Diamondbacks.
World Series like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it, but I was hoping for
Yeah,
it.
no,
man.
I mean, like even then, like yeah, the Diamondbacks, they're fucking solid. They're a solid ball club.
I love it.
Yeah.
Your favorite city to bartend in?
I have only bartended in Phoenix. Or no, that's not true. I've bartended in Scottsdale, but I don't like nightclub.
Never in
bartending.
Tempe?
No, I bartended in Tempe.
Okay.
I bartended at Social Hall.
Okay, yeah.
Social Hall. It was.
Yeah, it was on Mill and Broadway or whatever.
It's University in McClintock.
Oh, that's the other. Yeah, the binders.
So,
The
yeah,
old
yeah.
binder. Okay.
It was built in like 1959 or some shit.
Okay.
Old ass building. But yeah, no, definitely Phoenix, just probably because I have the most history here.
Fair.
And I've done fine dining. I've done just neighborhood bartending, and I've done nightclub bartending in Phoenix, and it's lit.
Yeah.
All of it's lit. The people's lit. Like you just see the same people over and over again. The people tip here. Like there's a tipping culture. Like you don't not tip. If you're having a bad experience, you still leave a generous tip, and then you're just like, hey, you go to the manager and be like, hey, dude, like the vibes are off.
That's what's supposed to happen.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Most people aren't as, I mean, some are. I guess I gotta give more benefit to the doubt to the people that will, but it always seems like it's the other way around.
Yeah. Where they say they have a bad experience and then they don't tip. But no, you always tip appropriately, and then if you really did have a bad experience, then you tell a manager so that they can get better.
Yeah, I love that. All right, your favorite mural or piece of art in Arizona? Indeed, where's it at? There's so much art in Arizona.
There's so much. My favorite mural.
Or a piece of art. Could be a statue or whatever.
I mean, I really like the ASU downtown campus architecture.
Okay.
ASU downtown, like I'm not sure if that if that
Well, that's the
works.
school of architecture, so.
Oh, that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. But
Right.
it's so pretty. Like you'll walk downtown and it looks like a fucking, like everything looks like a cathedral. It looks like time, effort, and energy was put into the way that the building was crafted, the view of how it looks from, you know, a pedestrian just walking about. Like I'll walk down the city sometimes, usually drunk, but I'll walk down the city sometimes. You're just like, wow, like Phoenix is beautiful.
Yeah.
Phoenix is so fucking pretty. So yeah, I would say that Phoenix is the art.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a really good answer. All right, this is the best of Arizona. And this one is a controversial question. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to, but I always like to see what people say. Best bartender in Arizona. Who is it?
The best bartender in Arizona.
Pretend like a ton of people actually watch this shit, and you're gonna put this person on the map.
So, I trained under him at the Foundry.
Okay.
Homie's a mad genius. He got me into learning more about spirits, and I will say, like, there were times when I was working under him that I didn't like it. I didn't like working for him. I fucking had a rough time at it. But it is Maxwell Berlin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maxwell Berlin, the way that he approaches cocktails, his innovation, his just I can't say enough good things. Like he's just like a mad genius the way that he's going about these concepts.
I think that's a great answer. You're
Yeah,
absolutely
no,
right.
and I will tell Maxwell to his face, like, there's sometimes I didn't like working for you, dude, but I learned so much from you. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about chartreuse. I learned a lot about Fernet and Montenegro. I learned how to take the craft seriously by working under you. And you know, we joke sometimes. You're just like, look at where you're at, thanks to my tutelage. You know what I'm saying? We're just like, man, fuck you, dude. Like, but no.
I love it.
He's probably the best bartender.
When I first started bartending, especially getting into craft bartending, he was like coming to my home bar a lot and shit. And I learned a ton from him just from hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Not even working under him.
Yeah, not trying. Like he's just so full of knowledge and he's like well traveled, and you know, again, like I don't even know if he's like trying to teach you anything. Like he's just spitting like just like a casual conversation. You're just like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah.
cool.
If I could be half as good as Maxwell, I think I'd be on the right path.
That's a cool answer, bro.
Yeah.
All right, what's the best holiday to bartend?
Ooh, Christmas.
Christmas?
Yes.
Okay.
So I worked in hotels a lot. Christmas is like if you're bartending during Christmas, you're either making time and a half, so you're making bread no matter what. But then you know you'll see those people who they're visiting from the holidays, or visiting their family or friends that come in, they stop in for a drink, and they just fucking tip you fat. You're just like, hey, so sorry you have to work. Here's fucking $50. You know what I'm saying? Like on a $5 tab, like here's 50, blah blah. So like you're making bread. Usually the food is super fucking good because the hotel staff, they have to be there, and they're like, hey, I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? So they feed you, you make money. The guests are always so generous. You know, and because like I'm from California, so most of my family they're in California. So if I can't be with family, I want to work, and Christmas is the time to do it.
It's cool. That's a good one. Best cocktail book that you've read?
I want to say, I think it's called The Avery.
Oh, hell yeah. I have
Yeah,
it.
The Avery. It's so colorful.
Oh,
so
the
like,
pictures are amazing.
Yeah, the pictures are amazing. There's a lot of science in there.
True.
Yeah, I want.
That's a good answer. That's
Yeah.
one of the best ones.
Yeah.
When that came out, man, I was obsessed. I was trying my own shit at the bar, trying to make pearls and stuff like that, you know?
Yes, sir.
What's the best coffee shop in Arizona?
Oh, Cartel.
Cartel, okay. in
Cartel.
Tempe?
I've been going to Cartel since I was at ASU. So.
The one right by Casey Moore's, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is the best.
Cartel fucking slaps. Like good coffee, good beer. I would drag my girlfriend there and be like, I just need to study. I'm just like, I don't really know what to study for, but I just love the environment, and it makes me feel productive.
Okay.
It makes me feel like I have my shit together. You know what I mean? Like cartel and like all the baristas, everybody's so knowledgeable, and like it's just part of the culture. Like they give a fuck.
Yeah.
So cartel coffee.
That's a
yeah.
All right, so this is the last of it, and good thing because we only got 5 minutes left. So where can people find you right now? Tell the camera and tell them your Instagram. You know, tell them your last words, and yeah.
So you can find me at Marisco Boys. I'm there pretty much every day except for Sunday. You can also find me on Chris Capital One. That is my handle for almost everything: Twitter, frickin' Instagram, everything. Chris Capital One. My LinkedIn, I think, is Chris Capital One. My final words is: the more love that you put into anything that you do, the more love that you're gonna get back out of it. And that's my thing for the young cats that are coming up, because I feel like, again, that give a fuck in your work is missing. That going the extra mile, like you think that you're doing it for the man, or you think that you're doing it so that a shareholder can make another $1 billion or whatever. No, the extra mile, the extra steps that you do is for you and for your craft. So if you're not in an industry that you see yourself in for a long term, maybe, yeah, you should probably coast, blah, 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 save your energy for something that you're trying to do. But once you're in it, you need to go the extra step. You need to go the extra mile. You need to give a fuck. You need to tell people, this is what I do and I'm good at it, type shit.
I love it.
Yeah.
I hope Maxwell lets me interview him as well.
Yeah,
I'm
for
just
sure.
thinking
I'm
about that.
certain. He's a nice guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then last thing, I guess I've been letting everyone, is there any questions you want to ask me?
How did you get your start?
How did I get my start in
Yeah,
bartending?
your start in bartending.
Actually, so there's a whole story about that on another YouTube video. That the reason I even started doing this was from another guy that interviewed me.
Okay.
And inspired me to do it. So I should just post that up on the thing so people can see that. But how I got my start was I wanted to be a bartender since I was young. I remember when I was real young, I put like a table in my garage and I had like vodka, gin, Jack Daniels, and Sprite, Coke,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. And I was just like mixing vodka lemonades and shit, like rolling them in a cup, you know. And that was like before
How
we
old
were
were you?
even, I was like 20.
I'm dead.
You know, like
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
even old enough to do it, so it was like cool little thing.
Yeah.
I ended up, I think what really like inspired me to want to own my own restaurant was Home Bar. I don't know if you've ever been there. It was in my backyard. One of the best things I ever done for my life. I had so much fun throughout the years with it, and a lot of people did too. But building that made me really like want that like feeling of like, wow, I brought all these people together. Just like you say, we were throwing a party. Like the party has always been at my house, you know. And
Yeah, fun.
I don't know, it's just fun to do that. So, but you should watch that interview if you got time.
Yeah,
I'll put it in my bottom link, and I'll also tag your Instagram in the bottom too.
Appreciate you.
So,
yeah,
thanks again.
I was
bro.
watching the Trey Bevins one
Oh,
on the
hell
way
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Trey's was my first one, and I've known him for years. He's been my friend.
Yeah.
So that was easier. I wasn't I was nervous, but I was able to just be friends with him.
For sure.
So, but yeah, man, thanks for coming. You've been a
brother.
great guest. I'm coming to Marisco Boys soon, me and my girl. So, but actually I forgot, I have to throw one thing in here. My girl wants me to start asking people what's their zodiac sign. She's kind of a hippie, so she likes
I'm
this.
dead. My zodiac sign is a dollar sign.
A dollar sign.
Oh,
I love
shit,
it.
man. I guess I'm a Pisces, I
Okay,
guess. Or
so am I,
whatever,
bro. The best.
whatever the star magic is, blah, blah, blah. Or
When's your
fucking-
birthday?
Like, they say I'm on, like, the cusp or blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was born in March.
Oh, March
10th. Yeah.
March 10th? Well, hey, I'm a Pisces too, so let's do it.
You're-
Well, thank you again, bro. I
sir.
appreciate it.